Hey guys, Emily Roberts here, the Guidance Girl. I'm here in the beautiful Austin, Texas, and I am so excited to talk to you about these 3 words that I don't want you to say anymore. Here's why. When you use these particular words, these three words, you lose out on confidence. You look like you don't really know what you're saying as much, and the trust, the connection with other people just gets misguided in a lot of ways. So here are the 3 words I want you to avoid. Ready? The first word is always. When you use the word always, or the second word, which is never, it means to the person that you're speaking to that you are not looking at all sides of the situation. It doesn't make you as effective. When I hear someone say, you always, or you never, I wind up feeling like defensive. Like, yes, I do. That one time I did. That one time I made it on time. I'm not always late. When we use words that are absolutes, or we use words that convey that we have to look at just one side, we're telling people that we really don't feel confident in what we're saying or doing. You'll have to excuse the noise. It's a little bit loud where I'm at right now. So always and never are 2 absolute words that make it seem, number 1, like you're being defensive or a know-it-all, and number 2, like you don't always know what you're talking about, because always is one of those words. Reagan, thanks for tuning in again. Sorry about the last one. My internet went out. So the next word is but. This is word number 3, but. If I say, hey Reagan, you always show up, but, or hey Reagan, that one time when we were talking about this particular subject, you told me X, Y, or Z, but I really think, you get defensive. So always, never, and but are 3 words that people automatically get defensive about. Even in your texting, and even in your typing or an email, using those words can really make somebody feel like you're not hearing them. It can really make them feel like you're trying to talk down to them. I was having a conversation with someone today who I respect greatly, and she was saying, well, people who do this always, and I was like, that's not true. Automatically, I got a little bit irked, a little bit defensive. So when you're thinking, well, I don't use those words, I never use them, watch yourself today. How often in conversations are you using those types of, that language? How often are you saying always, never, or but? The last word, so this is gonna be number 4, it's a quick tip for, I said 3, but we're gonna go with 4 here, is should. You should have, or I should have. These, don't should on yourself. I've said this before, it's not fun, right? When you say you should have, or I should have, it shows people that you're not confident. It shows people that you're stuck in the past. It shows your inner being, though, too, that you're not good enough. You're kind of talking down to yourself. If I said to myself, Emily, you are always late, that's not true. If I say, Emily, you should have done this differently. Okay, maybe I needed to do this differently in the past, but right now focusing what I can't control just keeps me feeling insecure or not confident. So notice when you say to yourself, always, never, but, or should. These are the things, these are the 4 words that can really get in the way. I gave you a bonus. I said 3, but now I'm using 4. They can get in the way in your confidence and having people actually hear you. I'm gonna put my sunglasses on so I'm not squinting. Oh, much better. When I hear people say, you never do something, to me, or if I'm hearing it in conversations and counseling, I wind up saying to myself, like, that is just so wrong. So if you wanna have a more middle path thinking, a more relatable approach to people, you want people to get to know you and hear what you really have to say, or you need to convince somebody to do something. If you say, you know, I'd really like it if we could try this, rather than you never show up on time, I'd really like it if we could meet around this particular time because I don't want to be waiting, it makes me a little anxious. Not, you're always late. Or if you say, these, you should have done something different. Okay, watch yourself. What if you say, you know, next time I'd really appreciate if you could, rather than you should have. And if you're talking to yourself and you say, oh, I should have, could have, or would have, check yourself before you wreck yourself, okay? Maybe next time I'll do this. Maybe in the future, I learned from this experience that I should have, oops, catch that and say, next time I'm gonna try and do blank. This is a kinder way to speak to yourself. It's a kinder way to speak to others, and it really shows that you are trying to make a connection with somebody rather than telling them what they need to do, they should do, or they always do wrong. So avoid these words, okay? Always, never, but, and should. It'll make you feel more confident when you're communicating with other people, and it'll really improve your self-confidence when you're talking to yourself. So take care, guys. Let me know how this works for you. Catch yourself and change the dialogue. It's okay. The best thing I feel like I do, and that I notice that other people are doing, is when they catch themselves, even in conversations, like I do sometimes on here, when I'm like, oh wow, I always, wait, I just said it. I just said the word. it's so authentic, it's so relatable, and people want to continue to listen to you. Even if you're trying to make a really good point, like, hey, I need you to do X, Y, or Z. Well, why don't you say, it'd be really nice if you did, instead of, you never do this. Or I'd appreciate it if you could, rather than, you should have. Try it, see what happens. I think that you'll feel more confident communicating with others and with yourself. Take good care, see you soon, and have a great day. Bye.